All right.
All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome. Very special episode of Blue Rupees here, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
if you don't know, that's our podcast no one watches. We have.
True.
Well, go ahead.
True.
I'd say it's true. We have a very important thing to talk about. It's not a game. It's not life. It's not anything of what some would say actual importance. We are here to talk about a brand new Dragon Ball movie. Uh,
Hell yeah. Starring Bulma's fat ass.
Fat that ghetto booty. Love it. Gotta love it. So we got Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Uh,
Dumb name, but I'll take
I
it.
hate saying that name, but uh, but we got a new one. Of course, this one is post Dragon Ball Super not being a thing anymore. At least not yet, or for now, I
Yes,
guess.
and it's after Broly.
And it's
So
after Broly, of course.
for
Broly was
those at home,
now.
go
Remind me,
ahead.
did Broly come out right after Super was done, or was Super still airing?
No, Broly was definitely a little bit after. I
A
think it was
little bit
like a year
after.
or two
Okay,
after.
it was a
Yeah.
year or two. Okay, all right, it's good to know. So Broly was, I want to say, early 2019. I want to say that's
Yes.
right. And I loved Broly. I thought it was great. That's
Broly
probably
was fantastic.
yeah. That's probably. I mean, no I guess spoilers for this review. Still probably my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie. Just Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball period. I guess from the ones I
Yeah,
remember and the
I
ones
think
I
that's
watched.
fair.
Yeah. So I was very hopeful for this one, even though I was a little skeptical about the 3D animation, of course.
Yeah, which I gotta say, I was very reticent on going into this because of all the trailers look garbage. I'm gonna be honest. Like in
Well,
terms of how they visually presented the 3D,
sure.
it looked heinous. It
I thought it was
actually
good.
really wasn't that bad in
No,
theater
no,
though.
it was great. I thought it looked great. I really did. But I thought the trailers, like, at first I was like, eh. But then I was like, you know what? As long as they make it look as close to like something like Dragon Ball Fighters, like how good
Yeah,
that looks. And they did. I mean, it doesn't look quite as good, but it's pretty close. I just find it weird that, like, I understand if you want to do a show with 3D animation, because you have to get you have to get an episode done. Like, for some anime, don't they do like an episode like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
it's
like a
like an
week pretty
episode a
much.
week or within
Yeah.
a couple days.
Yeah, however long it is. So I get that. So 3D animation is obviously easier than to do 2D with some 3D implementation here and there. Obviously, they have
Yeah.
3D in a lot of 2D anime, especially the environments. Like Demon Slayer, like almost every environment at times is fucking 3D, but which makes sense. But
Yeah, but it works for Demon Slayer. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
god
totally.
damn, you Studio Ufotable has
Totally.
mastered their craft, and it looks gorgeous the way they
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, I was hoping that we would get that for this, and yeah, for the most part it looks great. I just thought like the movies, you think that would be the one they splurge and do 2D, because they
Yeah,
probably have all the time in the world. Well, maybe not all the time in the world, but they don't have to finish, like with Dragon Ball Super when it first started. I didn't watch it, but I saw the really terrible animation that was coming out for
yeah, it
that.
was jank at
Yeah.
first.
So I guess it's probably good they didn't do 3D, because I'm sure it would look really janky. Kind of like what, like the limited uses of 3D in like Resurrection F. Like,
Yes,
yeah, that looked really bad. But yeah, I mean, it would probably look like an old Tenkaichi game. But yeah,
it also doesn't help that it's become a weird common practice for a lot of anime studios
yeah,
that they will purposefully kind of rush something out for the actual TV release, but
right,
then for the Blu-ray they'll worry about going back and touching up the work after.
right. Yeah, they did that with Dragon Ball Super. I know that. I don't
Yeah.
know if it looked much better, but I know it definitely looked better.
There's some egregious cases like Overlord, the anime
Right,
Overlord. There's a great example where there's one scene in particular in season 3 where they just have these very wooden Stilton soldiers
right.
just clapping,
Clapping in
but
the
they're not
background or
even
something.
connecting with their hands. And it was terrible on the actual release, but then when the Blu-ray came out, it looked better. It wasn't good still, but it
No,
was better.
it didn't look like fucking like clip art or some shit. Like,
uh,
I assume so. I don't know how bad it looked, but
oh, it looked fucking heinous.
yeah, heinously heinous. So anyway, new movies out, of course.
Yeah,
All that
yeah.
old shit. We could keep talking about the old shit, but let's talk about this new. I do want to mention I have been doing a rewatch of a lot of the older Dragon Ball Z movies. I haven't quite got there, but I think I haven't caught up with all of them. But I mean the older ones. I don't mean like
Yeah.
Battle of God shit.
You're like, yeah, I was gonna say you're
Yeah.
going back
Start
to
off with Dead Zone,
Dr. Slug and
Dead Zone. That's the first one. And then I think that's the first one. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah,
Scarlet
Dead Zone's
Jr.
the first one, which is weird because it also got spun into like the series proper.
Yeah, because they made it into like what 3 episodes or something like that.
It was longer than that. It was like a whole mini arc because they needed to fill time. So Garlic Jr. and the Spice Boys there.
The Spice Boys. I hated all of them. I hated every single. You know, I would say I hated every single one of the ones I've watched so far, but I really don't enjoy some of them. Like Lord Slug was terrible. Cause the first Coolers movie was all right. The second one was fucking awful. It was so bad. Dead Zone sucked. You know what? I kind of like Tree of Might. I just liked how stupid the main bad guy being Goku. He looks like
Goku.
Yeah, he's just good. They don't even explain it. They're like, oh, hey, he looks like me. I'm like, all right. I thought maybe he'd be a clone or some shit. Isn't that what Goku Black is? Isn't that just a clone?
No, it's Goku, but it's not Goku.
Okay.
So Goku Black is basically there's Kai that's evil. And his name is Zamasu. And Goku Black is basically him body snatching Goku in one timeline, and then going back in time to keep fucking with everyone else.
Oh, okay. All right. So not clone. So it would have been too simple for it to be a clone.
Yeah.
So
no, come on, this is Dragon Ball.
Yeah, exactly. That means even they can't even do androids simply. It's just like, oh, we could just do like a Terminator thing. No, we gotta have another android that's like a kind of android alien hybrid thing that sucks up the other androids and becomes stronger and better. And then he wants to do a tournament, and of course there has to be a fucking tournament in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, because that Saiyan pride in him won't allow him to just destroy the world.
Of course,
he's got to prove he's better than everyone on TV first.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Does nobody? I love how this. I just want to bring up that this movie. It seems like nobody remembers what happened on that TV. Because like, all right, we don't get to see an audience, but there is a moment in this new movie, this superhero movie, where like characters like, yeah, look, there we got like flying guys. Look, these guys are evil or whatever. And I'm just like, wouldn't you know that they were the ones that participated in the Cell games, like 10 years ago or however long? Well, longer than that, but
kind of allude to it. But again, like the
ago,
propaganda of fucking Hercule there.
Yeah, Hercule. That's
is
true.
that he's the one that really saves
Satan.
The day.
Yeah, that's true.
Good old Mr. Satan.
But no, there's no footage. There was a lot of characters.
No, it's too dusty, bro.
Literally everybody was watching like 25 years. I would say like it was probably like 25 years ago, right? Yeah, that seems about right. Maybe less. But yeah. So I guess first impressions. What did you think of the movie? You said the animation was great, but
yeah, the animation was surprisingly solid. My one gripe with the animation is they've really got like close up on a lot of the combat.
Yeah.
So many of the key shots were just like the forearm as they're doing a strike, or we're gonna zoom in on him grabbing the ankle and hold on that frame for a while.
Yeah. When like they get close to the camera, like when they're like throwing somebody, you'll see a freeze frame of their face, like as like fly across the fucking world.
Exactly. So it felt very claustrophobic, which is weird because Dragon Ball has always had the camera like very stilted back, very kind of just,
which is weird,
allowing you to see the whole action.
Which is really weird considering like animation. Obviously, when you're drawing, it's much easier when the body and face are closer to wherever the fuck, like it's closer to the camera, so you can put the details. When they're further away, it becomes harder to put the little details. But you think it would be the opposite for this, where like they only need to model it and they can put it as far as they want. You can still see all the detail. You can see the face. You can see the nose. I mean, like look at any anime period, and you'll see characters in the background with literally no faces, a little fuzzy ball on top of their head for hair. You'll see like their arms, but they have like one giant finger. Like it's just like because they're in the background. So you think with 3D they would have been like, all right, let's show the scale of it because we can have all the characters look just as good as they should look. But yeah, there is a lot of close-ups, which I actually didn't mind watching. It didn't really bother me, but You saying
it only took me out of the fights a little bit, because like especially with Piccolo versus one of the quasi villains of the film,
Gamma.
it was just hyper noticeable where it's like, wow, I'm not really seeing a lot of the action because we're just hyper fixating people's forearms and limbs.
Yeah, Gamma 2, I think, right?
Yeah.
They're called Gammas, right? Gamma 1 and 2?
Yeah, the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 there.
Yeah. So, so the whole, all the action I thought was pretty solid. I can see what you mean there. I thought it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. I will say, though, I think it starts off a little too slow. That's my only complaint. Because it starts off with like a 10-minute, like, we need to build up the villains of the movie, kind of, but...
Yeah, it's weird because I do appreciate that it does take time initially to give you a recap, and he even says like, "Hey, we know some of you probably were around for a lot of this, but if you weren't around for this, here's a recap of like the entire Cell saga."
Well, I actually like that part. I was more talking about like Magenta and what was his name? Hito, yeah. Like I like those characters for the most part, but it was getting to like, okay, we're in the car, we get it, we want to do a plan. In an older Dragon Ball Z movie, not that they're good, so a couple of them are okay. Again, from what I've watched, but they would get to it so quick because they had 45 minutes, so it's just like, all right,
they have 45 minutes, and they know most of it needs to be action. So
and I still liked it, but it was a little slow. It took I want to say it took almost like 12-13 minutes until we even saw one of our main characters, which again is fine, but like
it's fine, but it definitely could have been trimmed down a little bit, and especially where the rest of it did a really good job of like giving us good character moments, especially with Piccolo. Piccolo fucking truly got to finally be a star like he deserves.
Yes. I love Piccolo.
The perpetual surrogate parent for every fucking Saiyan.
Yeah, every character. Like, I'm surprised he didn't raise Goten and Trunks too. Oh man, I can't wait until Trunks and Goten have kids so he can raise them too. Like,
oh man, and that's one thing that I really adored about this film, which is and it's something that Super does a lot, and it mostly does it well. Occasionally it fumbles the ball a little bit, but it does a lot to give a reference to the series and kind of make a lot of callbacks. And so Piccolo spending time with Pan and kind of just thinking about his time with Gohan and the kind of comparisons there. I really like those. Those are great touching moments, and just kind of seeing that, and then especially with when he gets frustrated at Gohan for being just another deadbeat dad that he's gonna look after the kid of.
I love that. I love it. And
oh, go ahead.
No, well, I was gonna say I haven't watched Super yet, so all I know about Pan is what I know from fucking GT, and I couldn't stand her in GT. I hated her so much. So it's good to see that this one immediately I was like, I like Pan, precocious little kid.
Little shit.
Yeah, when they said she was 3, I was like, what? It's like she ain't like she's small, I get it, but fucking she's like, I don't know, she's already doing some shit. Like she almost got Piccolo at one point. Like Piccolo.
I mean, Gohan was 4 at the start of Z, so
that's true. And Piccolo sure does love beating kids. Let me just say,
Piccolo loves abusing children.
Dude, the first part where he's training with her and she's about to get him, and he's like, "What?" And he's just like, "Bap!" He's smacking into a rock.
Just fucking shoves her into some boulders. It's like, all right, you're all right. Yeah, all right, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, he knows. Piccolo,
crawl back out. Come on.
Yeah, Piccolo loved, like, hey, he started off the story in Dragon Ball abusing a kid. So you know what?
True. It's just it's what he does,
Yeah, that's what he does. Deep down in his whatever he has inside him, I don't know.
Anyway, it's his purple blood.
His purple blood. Yeah. Hey, I guess it is purple. Anyway, yeah, so Piccolo and Gohan are the main focus of this, which I thought was like the best, especially Piccolo. I feel like, dude, watching those old Dragon Ball Z movies again, every time, a lot of them start off with Piccolo. It's like, it starts off with Piccolo. I'm like, he's doing Piccolo shit, and then it'll go to Goku or whatever. And then Piccolo just gets his ass beat a lot of times. It's like he's like he's like the starter when it comes to fights. He's the one who fights the main villain and then gets his ass beat and then warns everybody, which is the exact same thing that happens to this one. But in this one, it actually focuses.
He didn't get his ass beat. He was just like, oh, well, this guy's.
He was about to get his ass beat if Gamma didn't realize that. Oh, maybe I should look above myself. He might be there, but I do find that funny though. All the ones I watched so far, he gets his ass beat, and then he'll come back later and then get his ass beat again, and then of course Goku has to finish.
It's pretty much Goku, and then later occasionally Vegeta, or Trunks or Gohan.
Yeah, Vegeta and Go. It's sad. The first Vegeta movie was Cooler Strikes Back, or the fuck it's called. The second one.
Yeah.
Good lord, it's so bad. That's easily the worst one I watched so far. But it's a shame because Vegeta's awesome. But
we'll talk about Vegeta later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was good. That was pretty good. But yeah, I love that this movie does that. It's all right. He doesn't get his ass beat, but he loses the battle, I guess. And then he's pretty much the main character of the rest of the movie. He's the one who's like gathering everybody, and he's investigating, trying to figure out who this random android is. And of course, it's the Red Ribbon Army. They're back.
Which, can I just say, I love this. And I was explaining this to the fiance, who has no knowledge of Dragon Ball, but picked up on it right away herself, and even made the exact comparison I was going to use, where it's like, they set up that the Red Ribbon Army, in order to be low-key about them trying to build their military back up, decide to rebrand themselves as Red Ribbon Pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals, right?
To which she's like, wouldn't that be like Umbrella saying, hey, we're no longer a pharmaceutical company, we're now a military company.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's pretty
same logo and everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens in a new Resident Evil show. I was like,
oh, good.
Yeah. Like, they're not a military operation, but they're still going by Umbrella, and they're still doing like T-virus shit. Except like now they're also doing like, oh, we have like our own cities and stuff. Like we're New Raccoon City. That's their thing. You know. Anyway, so yeah, but this is funny because it pokes fun at that, like, oh, the Red Ribbon Army, they're an old thing from way back, Dragon Ball, and they're kind of goofy. To be fair, they're not even really the main threat. Like, I mean, I guess they are. They're the reason why.
They cause the main threat to happen.
They cause the main threat, but really, they don't do much. Like, the army itself, the Red Ribbon Army, is not even a threat. It's Gamma 1 and 2, and then later on, we already know that there's a Cell in some way in this.
Because the fact that they spend so much time talking about it, too.
But they also spoil it.
Did they in the trailers?
In one of the trailers, you see it briefly going, or whatever.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so I think it might have been like a 30-second ad thing or something, but I did a reaction for it. So, it's not a big deal, honestly. I didn't really care. I was like, all right, cool, there's Cell's in there. Everybody's in it. Like, Broly's back, fucking Cell's in it again. Frieza has a brief appearance. He didn't say anything. It's like old footage, but still.
Yeah, they just kind of recap, like, Frieza did some shit at one point.
Yeah, Frieza's evil. I do wish we got more Cell, though, I will say. Like,
agreed. This incarnation of Cell was interesting. It definitely did a lot of what Super has been trying to do, which is incorporate a lot of the extended universe stuff into it. So in the canon MMO that happened, which then parts of that got rolled into the Xenoverse games, there is in a timeline a Cell X, which is basically like a super cell, and that's kind of what this is bringing into them. Yeah.
This is Cell Max, yeah. Okay. It's funny that they went with the second, or I guess third form, if you count the larva state.
Oh yeah, if you're counting larva.
If you're counting the larva state. It's funny. I know that's Toriyama's favorite version, right, of Cell.
Yes, it was his favorite version. Yeah. Because it was one of the easier ones to draw.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Yeah. You think the first one would be the easiest one because he don't have a mouth. I guess he kind of
didn't have a mouth, but he just hated the lanky proportions and some of the other bits to it. And Perfect Cell was obnoxious because of all the little triangles in his
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, that makes sense. So what is the one before Perfect Cell? What is it called?
I think it's just called Imperfect Cell.
Imperfect Cell? Is it really?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's the funniest one, that's for sure. So. Fun. Just design wise, he's the goofiest looking one, I think. But yeah, so he's in this one. It's cool. I mean, he's just kind of a giant monster. He's almost like Doomsday in a way. So he just kind of shows up and like does evil shit. He doesn't really even talk. Like I think they got the same voice actor that played him before, but not like it matters. All you go, yeah, I think it is, and it doesn't really matter. All you go is the entire time, oh, which I wish he talked just a little bit. I know it's not actually Cell, but It would have been nice.
Well, that's just it, because when I think Cell, there's a certain, it's like bringing Frieza back, but it not being Frieza.
Right.
It's wrong. And so, Cell had a lot of personality.
Yeah,
He had
each form had personality too. Like, yeah, the
Yes.
skinny one, he was like, he's like slimy kind of. Second one was like kind of buffoonish almost. He was like he was still smart, but then of course Perfect Cell was just
Perfect Cell wasn't fucking around. He was there to prove he
fucking
was better than everyone.
Same thing with Boo. Actually, very similar to Boo. I mean, obviously, every fucking villain in the show always has multiple forms. I mean, I don't know if that's the case with Super. I assume there's a character like in Super that has like 5 different versions, but who knows?
That doesn't get used a lot, honestly.
No, okay.
It's mostly because there's a lot more like group fights in Super.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, don't worry. The next movie or the next series, whatever it's called, it'll happen. They'll be back.
It'll definitely happen with some of the stuff that's coming up. So I've seen spoilers for the manga, and some of the villain arcs that are coming up will be interesting. So I think they did confirm they want to go back and start up Super again.
That'd be cool. I might actually watch it. Like, I've heard good things, not amazing, but good things. It's solid.
I think it's worth watching. You have to go into it with the understanding that a lot of the reverence that it's going to have for certain characters is going to drop the ball in certain areas, like especially the Tournament of Power arc does so much to give everyone from like original Dragon Ball all the way up to Super their moments to shine. Like Master Roshi gets a lot of really good moments, but then Tien gets a lot of really good moments. Krillin gets some fantastic moments. Pretty much everyone but Yamcha gets great moments.
Actually, it was really everybody. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Like besides Krillin, Yamcha is the most completely disrespected character. I feel like I say that because I watched a few of the movies, and every single one of them has someone making fun of Krillin or Gohan's pissing on his face. That's one of them, by the way. He gets piss in his mouth. That was Dead Zone, I think. No, that was Tree of Might. Tree of Might. He gets piss on his face. I think it was true. It was one of them. And like he's just getting destroyed, or he's like, "I'll do something real cool for a second," then get completely embarrassed a half second later.
And in this one too, like I'm like, bro.
No, everybody. I like that everybody disrespected him, and then he saved Bulma. He's like, "Yeah, it's good I came now, huh? You fucking bitch!" Like he might as well just said that, because she's being an asshole to him. Like, yeah, damn, you knew him your entire life, pretty much. Well, not really, but since you're a teenager.
I mean, basically they did. I mean, they have at this point. I think, like in continuity, they're all in their like 40s. So
yeah. Since you're a teenager, 30 years, Bulma. You're probably like I would assume late 40s. So fuck, shut up, smack.
And it's also weird to see him regress to being that kind of like cowardly-ish almost. Yeah. Especially because at the end of Super was the Tournament Power arc, so he went through a huge training thing. He got back into perfect fighting shape, and like he did really good. He was still one of the first of their realm to be eliminated because it's still fucking Krillin at the end of the day.
Right.
But like at the same time, it's like, bro fucking stood against multiple universes, basically people on par with the gods of destruction, and like show some fucking respect to the man. Let him actually be brave again.
Show some respect. Put some respect on his name.
And that's the frustrating thing is, again, they don't know what to do with certain characters, and we kind of got that even played within this, where
Yajirobe shows up.
Well, he's sleeping.
Yeah, he's sleeping. Yajirobe shows up. I was like, "Whoa, Yajirobe, what the fuck?" And then he's gone. I'm like, all right,
with a weird shitty ass mustache.
Yeah. Reminds me of somebody, but
don't know who.
I don't know either. But who else? There was another character that showed up. I was like, what?
We got Yajirobe.
Dende.
We got Korin.
Dende showed up for half second so they could pour some shit on a dragon. Some shit they just pulled out of their ass. Like, yeah, if you pour some fucking gin all over this fucking statue of a dragon, you get 2 extra wishes. Like, what the fuck was that before? And I love that was like maybe that was in a previous thing.
Yeah, that was in Z, because that was.
Was it? I don't remember that.
Yeah, because after Namek blew up, they had to enhance Earth's Dragon Balls to bring Namek back.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember that. all right, either way, it was still pointless in this because all they did was, I only want one wish. So what the fuck was the point, Piccolo? You only want one wish. So,
well, it was in order to make Shinron able to pull out his latent power.
I know, but enhancing it, couldn't he have done it anyway? Because all he did was pour the shit on, and
Shinron's rules have always been kind of weird. It goes from like, oh, I can only resurrect people once to like, fuck it, maybe this time I can just bring everyone back to like, I can make you immortal, but I can't kill people.
Right.
So like, what's
the difference? All right, an evil guy is like, I want to be immortal. All right, there you go, and he just kills everybody. All right, well, but Shenron's like the Jigsaw of the fucking Dragon Ball Z characters. He's like, oh, I never killed anybody. I put them in the trap and I made them saw their own leg off, but I didn't do it. Like, what the fuck?
My hands are clean of this one. I gave them the tools. I didn't tell them to use them. I just gave them the tools.
Yeah, I didn't kill that person. The gun did. I'm like, all right, sure. God damn. Yeah, okay. So that's, I mean, this is silly shit in all of Dragon Ball. Who gives a shit, right? Honestly. But yeah. So back to the movie, I guess.
Yes.
Things I loved about it. Again, Piccolo.
Yes.
Great. I love Orange Piccolo. I love whenever Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball. I feel like always does this. Dragon Ball always has to have names for their things. And there's that moment where like, oh, what are you gonna call when you go orange? He's like, I don't know. I'm thinking Orange Piccolo. That sounds good. Did you watch it in English or?
I watched the English one. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I did too. Yeah.
I was tempted, but I'm like, I'm not gonna sit in a sub theater. That's just weird.
No, it would be smelly too. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, and I actually had a surprisingly big turnout for mine. But,
mine was okay. I saw it pretty early yesterday, though, sadly. So, like, not many people there. I'm gonna go see it probably again tomorrow, so we'll see. But yeah, it was a fun time. Weird selection of trailers. We don't need to talk about trailers. I had a bunch of. I thought they wouldn't show trailers because it's like a special release kind of, but I got like fucking like mostly horror movies. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this has.
Oh, that's weird. I got Bullet Train, despite the fact that it was playing in the theater right next to me.
All right. Wow. All right.
I got the Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I did get that one too. Yeah, that makes sense. Superhero shit. Whatever. Sure. I get that.
And then I got the Avatar trailer. That's all
I got that too. Actually, I got Avatar. I got that the Black Panther, but I got like the Invitation and Barbarians and all these horror movies coming out.
Oh fuck! I didn't get any of that.
Halloween Ends. I got what the fuck? What is it? What the? I mean, I guess these are big movies coming out, so there's not too many movies coming out for the rest of this year. But
fair.
I got like 9 trailers. So.
Damn, I only got the 3.
Yeah, I got a lot. Like I thought we were gonna get none. I got like 8 or 9. I'm like fucking hell. But yeah, so what was the other one? I had like one trailer that was like 30 seconds long. I forgot what it was. It wasn't even like a trailer. It was like a quick little like, it's coming or something. It's like, all right.
Oh wait, no, I did get one other one. It was like this. I don't even remember what the fuck it was for, but the trailer was like this weird countdown theme to like.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I got that one too. Yeah, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that was. Was 4 of them.
Yeah, there you go. Oppenheimer. My favorite anime character, Oppenheimer. I mean, hey, that's some shit you'd see in Dragon Ball Z, fucking giant nuke explosion. So, we saw that. It'd
take ages for it to actually happen in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I Cell
5 minutes until the planet blows up. Fucking 3 hours worth of fighting.
Yeah, and, all right, let's talk. We have 3 minutes. Let's have a deep philosophical discussion about what it means to be whatever, Frieza. Fucking 3 hours ago, the planet should fucking exploded. But that's anime time. Even JoJo, I've been watching JoJo. JoJo has the same thing. It's like,
JoJo don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Oh my god, we're about to fall. In about 20 seconds, we're gonna explode. And then he talks about his plan for the next 3 minutes. He's like, and then I do this, and then I put some ham in this. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Oh my god, icicle rope. I'm like, what? Anyway, so that's fine. I like it. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed a lot of the action. A lot of the humor actually worked for me in this. The Gohan's arc, I actually like that there was straight up character development in this.
Yes.
Where I feel like Gohan actually might actually bring back useful Gohan. I don't watch Super, but like I know he gets to be like kind of just there. Then like he'll show up, but he
shows up and there's like occasional times where he helps out. Again, the closest he got to like being helpful again was the Tournament of Power arc, because they just needed 10 people for it. So, of course, who the fuck you got to go to other than Gohan?
Yeah, get Gohan.
Yeah.
How about Yamcha?
Well, that's actually one of the running jokes for it, is Yamcha is expecting them to show up. He's like, oh, they don't know fucking 10 people who are going to show up for this thing. Let's go. And he's like sitting there training. He's preparing. He's like, oh, they're going to call my ticket anytime now. And they come over and they're like, oh, hey, Yamcha, we need to borrow Puar real quick. He's like, oh, okay, it's for a secret reveal that you're going to ask me for help. That's fine, that's fine. And it's all because they want to borrow Puar so they can ask Master Roshi to join the tournament. They know that Master Roshi still has a weakness when it comes to dealing with women. So Master Roshi has a training arc that is him basically getting sexually harassed by Puar, transforming into various gorgeous women until he overcomes his just horniness.
I'm sure that worked.
It did.
What?
That was the whole character. He actually had character development.
Oh no, they Me Too'd him. Levels. They Me Too'd him. No,
they did. He's no longer a horny old man. He is able to hold it in and be a productive fighter.
Sadly, an episode later, he died from a heart attack. The end. I mean, Master Roshi has to be like in his fucking late 80s at this point. What the fuck?
Oh, he's hundreds of years old.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's
because he's got the immortality.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Turtle fucker. Anyway, I wanted to bring up that I find it hilarious that Akira Toriyama made Dragon Ball. Okay, yes. He created these characters. One of the first main characters they introduced is Yamcha. It's one of the first. He made this character. I want to bring it up. He made Yamcha, and now he's just treating him like he hates this fuck. I'm like, you made him. Like, it's not. I don't understand if like he was a character that was in GT or some shit, and then he's just like, I don't want this fucking piece of shit. I don't know why he's even here still. Whatever. Really, everybody hates him.
Truly, Yamcha has taken over Vegeta's role of 100% being the punching bag of everything. Because Toriyama did legitimately hate Vegeta.
Yeah, he made him wear pink shirts.
Vegeta never was supposed to come back.
He had a shitty mustache too at one point, but which is really strange. I don't understand that man, Akira Toriyama. I just don't.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he didn't have much involvement with GT.
Oh, I know he didn't have any. No, but you say he didn't want Vegeta to come back. I'm like, he's like one of the best characters.
Well, that's basically why Vegeta came back. Because at the end of the Saiyan arc, when Vegeta just fucks on off in the ship there, Toriyama was like, "All right, I'm done. This character never even needs to come back anymore."
Even at that point, he was great.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I still think he's one of the best villains. Back. Yeah, I want to watch the Saiyan stuff again. I want to watch just the original Dragon Ball Z stuff again. Like,
agreed. I tried
Raditz to Boo. Would love.
I tried watching Kai because a lot of people are like, oh, it's so great. You miss all the filler stuff and you don't have to worry about any of it. But honestly, they speed run through the series so much that it doesn't have the same impact.
I'd rather watch the original cut, honestly. Like, I can have that on in the background while I'm doing our shit. Like, especially with all the filler stuff. Like, this is a perfect anime to watch with all the filler shit. Like, I've been wanting to rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho so long, but like, I don't want to watch that as a background show because I don't remember that one having a lot of filler. I remember
there's basically no filler in Yu Yu Hakusho. It's very lean.
Yeah, which is hilarious because it's fucking still a long ass show. It's like
112 episodes.
112 episodes. like Death Note has filler. That's like 36.
And it's 26.
No, it's 30 something because it should be 26. 26 is where it is like, oh, perfect ending. That's fucked up, but perfect. And then it goes on for that little extra arc so they can I don't want to spoil it, but after a certain point, someone dies, and then it's just like that's at episode like 25 or 26. That's
you know what,
and then it goes on for a few episodes.
Trigun, absolute masterpiece of a series, has an entire episode that's just basically a clip show.
Yeah, that's fine with me. The flashback episode, you mean?
Yeah.
The one where like, I remember that. Perfect. That's okay.
Yeah,
it's a great show. Perfect.
It's still technically a filler episode when you look at it that way.
Yeah.
But no, it's. And that was done phenomenally. Absolute fantastic series.
Cowboy Bebop. Samurai Champloo. So some really great animes out there that most of them having Steve Blum in them, where
True.
they just know when to quit. There's not really. It's not even that there's any filler. It's that the shows, a lot of these shows, Trigun, Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, have character. I mean, they have the story progression episodes, but most of them are just standalone. Like, oh, here's an adventure they went on here, and they build character a little bit here and there. You know, like they interact some more. You know, we have a limited cast of characters, so they go on little adventures here and there, and then the story progresses sometimes, and then until the last few episodes where we have to wrap it up. And Dragon Ball Z doesn't really have that, so it doesn't.
No.
Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes I love the Piccolo reference that he didn't get his driver's license.
Yes, that was such a great callback.
Yeah, see, and that's an episode. That is a legendary episode because that has nothing to do with anything. That is 150% filler. It has nothing to do with anything. They just want to get our driver's license. And Piccolo has like the backwards cap on.
It basically boiled down to Chi-Chi was pissed that Goku flies everywhere, and so she's left behind. So, despite the fact that she was a martial artist herself and could learn to fly, but whatever.
Videl did, but she didn't. What the fuck?
Yeah. That is one of Dragon Ball's biggest weaknesses. It has a wide cast of characters that it really does just kind of forget a lot about it. It's just like, fuck it, you're in this role. I don't want to deal with you anymore.
Yeah. There's probably too many characters, honestly. And this new movie introduces about 5 more. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, that's okay because we wind back down on a couple of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Magenta, he died. Well, by the way, I want to bring up Magenta is like the head. He's a little small guy. He's the head of the new Red Ribbon Army or Red Ribbon Pharmaceuticals.
There.
Yeah. And then he has this little pompadour friend. I guess his pompadour friend dies. His little assistants who cares. And then Magenta is voiced by Charles Martinet, who of course voices Mario. Yeah, I didn't know I knew he was in it. And I forgot he was in it, and the entire time I'm like, is that Charles Martinet? I don't know. And then there's a point where he gets poisoned, and he's suffocating on his he's dying, and he's just doing Wario noises. I was like, yeah, that's Charles Martinet, because I've never really heard him talk a normal voice role. I've heard him talk in real life, and he doesn't sound anything like Mario or whatever. He kind of just sounds like a normal dude. So in here he's kind of doing almost like a Wario voice a little bit, and
but it really does come through when he gets theatrical with it.
Yeah, he's like, wah! It's like he's dying in the background. I'm like, yeah, that's him. Which is a great scene. He's explaining his Hito is explaining his fucking his plan or whatever. He's about his skin or whatever the fuck he's talking about. And in the background, he's just dying from poison. He's turning purple.
You know what? That's why they're not having him be Mario in the Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
It's because he's going to be reserved just for Wario.
Yeah, that's actually legitimately what I think. They're going to have Wario and Luigi, or Waluigi and who's the other guys he voices? He voices a few other things, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah, there's a couple more.
Wasn't Peach at one point voiced not by him, but by a dude? I could have sworn it was. I know it was by him, but I thought it was. Anyway, who cares? This has been a very all over the place review. But
I mean, that's anime, though, isn't it? I mean, that's the nature of anime.
Yeah, we're in the filler arc of this review right now.
Exactly. But getting back to it, I mean. Oh man! Again, there's so many great callbacks like we had with the driver's license there. Yeah. There's Piccolo berating Gohan about his training and be like, "Oh, fucking your daughter's already gone past where you were," and he puts the training armor back on Gohan. To which I appreciate that Gohan doesn't complain about it per se.
No,
he's like, "Oh, it's fucking heavy." He's like, "You didn't have a problem when you were 4. Get over it." But Gohan's still like, "Well, I guess I'm training again," and just goes along with it.
He completely forgets about it because he wants to do his little bug research, and he just has he has it on the entire time. He's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I was wearing this shit." Okay. I love when the 2 guys show up, one of them being Piccolo in disguise. I love they come up and like, "Hey, we got you. We got your daughter. What are you gonna do?" And he fucking loses his shit, destroys his own house. And that one guy's like, "Fuck, I'm sorry."
Well, it's even better because again, the build-up for it, he's got a gun pointed at Gohan. Gohan's like, I don't. Go away. I'm fucking busy. Yeah. And he's like, I have a gun. He's like, all right, fine. Fucking takes it, throws it. Go away.
Go away. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Just little moments in this. I like seeing just certain characters show up, like 18 showing up again, and even Videl on the little. Because
on the phone.
I didn't watch any Super, and so some of these characters are the first time I'm seeing these characters since I've seen Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Because Videl wasn't in any of the other ones. Shit, Gohan was barely in any of the other ones, right? I'm talking about the movies that came out recently.
Yeah, Videl was basically there just so that way her pregnant belly can help Goku go Super Saiyan God. So,
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
the unborn fifth Saiyan that they needed for the ritual.
The ritual. uh, but yeah, just like little kid, even Yajirobe, I was like, yo, there he is. And then wasn't it Korin?
Yeah, Korin.
Yeah, the little cat guy. Voiced by Christopher Sabat too. I didn't actually know
Yes.
that. Until like a couple days ago when I watched one of the ones where he was in it. By the way, a few of those Dragon Ball Z movies, I was like watching them and I'm like a couple times I was like, that guy sounds familiar. Who is that? And then I find out it was Troy Baker doing the voice of like certain characters. I was like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, but back in like the early 2000s when they did like the dubs for some of these movies, I'm like, what the fuck? Troy Baker was still doing voices? Like, goddamn. I forgot what characters, but they're like small characters. And
Yeah, because there's a few that they rotated out a couple times, wasn't there?
yeah, but what do you mean redubbed them and stuff? And
Yeah.
yeah, but it was probably a redub for Troy Baker because I don't think Troy Baker's been around since the early '90s or some shit, so or like mid '90s or whenever they
I
dubbed.
think he may have been.
Has he? God damn. All right, he's just been everywhere. I know Laura Bailey's been around since like the early 2000s, but
Yeah.
when it comes to she was.
I always think of Shin Chan when I think of her. So
I always think of Blood Rain. So anyway.
Fair.
Hell yeah. You think of a little kid, I think of fucking Blood Rain. It was weird.
Hell yeah. But no, and another great callback is when they try to strategize too. Like there's the scene when Cell Max goes like super large, and then Krillin is actually like, bro, remember back when like you terrorized Goku and you got super big? Why don't you do that again?
Yeah.
And Piccolo's like, oh yeah, I can do that.
That was some stupid shit. I do like that they explained though that it makes sense why he wouldn't do that because like he doesn't get stronger. He just gets
bigger.
He's
That's
bigger.
it, yeah.
But to be fair though, him being the strength he is when he's little should really amplify when he's bigger. You know what I mean? You know, like just having a bigger like whoa should hurt more. I don't know.
I feel like it makes sense because even
like
thinking back to like Ultra Super Saiyan 2 with like Trunks and Vegeta, you know, they always made comments back then of like the bulkier you are, the slower you are, so you never want to be too big and bulky. So
yeah,
probably
isn't that funny that they over explain shit like that? And then, and then they just like they're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Whatever. Or they just like, who cares? Don't ask questions. It's just like
well, that's what's always funny because like
I wear weighted clothing, and then when I take it off, I can move faster. I'm like, all right, you could just move fast. You didn't need to go for explain. It's fine.
No, we gotta explain the weighted clothing, and we also have to show it every time they take it off. They can't just have like a removing it. They always gotta wait, drop it, crush the earth underneath.
Yeah, and then show that he's faster.
That's right.
Goku always did that. He was like, it's like what the fuck.
But that's kind of also one of the other interesting things too, because they use the wishes and basically he uses his one wish to get basically his latent potential unlocked, and then the series reconfirms that Bulma uses Shinron basically for plastic surgery.
Yes,
which does get brought up in Super a lot. Actually,
Piccolo says that too at one point. He's like for cosmetic surgery. Like I want that nice ass, and I want my eyebrows to be like an inch shorter or something, or longer.
It was like a 5 centimeters longer on her eyelashes.
And Shenron was like, "Bitch," you know.
He's like, "Really? That's all right."
Yeah, they can't use the Dragon Ball. They can't use the Dragon Balls for another year, right?
No, they just have to find them again now.
I thought they lay dormant for a year and then they can use it. Like, aren't they like all fucking stony like until a year? I could have sworn that was a thing.
I think that was pre-power up. Because I think when they used it to bring back Namek, because that's one thing that they set up, at least if I remember correctly, in Super, is every time Bulma's done making her wish, she immediately
Yeah. They explain that in this too. She always has people looking for the balls immediately. You think it would be? I want to say this happened before. Was there ever a moment where they caught a ball immediately while it's flying away? I want to say that's happened.
I don't remember.
You know, when they're done with Shenron and then they shoot off.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I saw, like, maybe it's just in my, like, it's in my imagination, but like
I feel like that'd be something they would try at least once. Because
at least
once.
once.
Someone's like, bro, why don't we just basically get ready to catch them?
Dude, we literally fight gods and monster and all this shit, and we can blow up worlds. We can't catch a fucking ball that's going a few miles, you know, well, not a few miles.
Why don't we really all immediately scatter and follow them? Like,
yeah.
Just that too. Get them back every time.
Motherfuckers can instantly teleport to fucking
anywhere where he sets the power.
Like, what the fuck? Well, by the way, they keep forgetting that shit, huh? I mean, I guess Goku's barely in this movie, so it doesn't really matter. But
well, that's the thing, is they do set up a reason why Vegeta and Goku are not involved, and it's because they're on Beerus' planet, and they're training, and initially Goku's training with Broly, and he starts to go Rage Saiyan again, crazy, and Goku's like, calm yourself, bro!
Hey, whoa.
Dim it down. We can train without you getting crazy. Broly's like, oh, okay.
I like the whole reason why Vegeta, Goku, Broly, and all these, and Beerus, all of them, didn't come to help is because Beerus was real horny. Because he immediately sees, what's her name, the green chick from the last movie.
Sheila.
It's Sheila. I want to say that was Erica Lindbeck. I didn't look it up, but I've heard her voice like 4,500 times the last year, so I'm pretty sure it's her. It sounds like her, but yeah. So I just like the only reason why they have a little thing there to tell them when Bulma's calling, just in case there's something bad, something afoot. The only reason why they don't see that is because fucking Beerus is real horny. He's like, yo, we're gonna eat ice cream. He's like trying to impress Chila so they can fuck.
He's acting like super nice about it. He's like, let's just go get some ice cream. Why don't I help you go get the ice cream?
I'll help
they're
you.
Just massive tubs of fucking ice cream they bring back. So they go slamming through them, and of course, you know, a big one goes and covers Whis' staff, they can't see that it's activating.
They can't see that Bulma's calling.
So Goku and Vegeta then basically begin their sparring, and they're like, this is gonna be a while.
Probably the best fight of the movie.
It's a really good fight. There's a lot of good back and forth, and they stay base form throughout it, which is kind of neat. Yeah,
I like that. Like no point because they both probably, you know, they're not fighting an intergalactic god or a giant alien monster man or whatever, so they're just fighting each other. They fought each other many times before, so stay base level, which I appreciate. I really appreciate it because I am getting, again, I didn't watch Super, but I am getting a little sick of just like, we have another form. It's like, there's another one.
Just wait until you watch Super. They get
so
many new forms.
I know. Isn't there like there's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan? There's a Super Saiyan Instinct Ultra Man. There's Fireman Rage Mode. I don't know.
So for Goku alone, he gets Goku and Vegeta both get Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yes.
But then Goku also gets Ultra Instinct.
That's the red hair, right? Or is that
that's the one where it's black.
Wait, Ultra Instinct is the one that.
Oh no, red hair is Super Saiyan God.
Super Saiyan. Okay, no. Ultra Instinct is the one that's just regular black hair, right? And then it's like red aura. Is like red aura or something?
No, there's multiple variations. So we're getting there.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's the other thing too. Is eventually Goku learns to also go Kaioken while he's in Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yes.
So that's where the red aura comes in.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I've seen that one.
And then there's Ultra Instinct, where initially, when he's unmastered with it, it's just his base form. But when he's mastered, he then goes silver in his hair as well.
Okay, yeah, I saw silver.
And then Vegeta gets Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 2, essentially.
Okay, all right.
And then he also gets some elements of God of Destruction powers.
Right, okay.
So it gets fucking crazy with it.
Oh, it gets crazy, you say?
Oh, it gets fucking crazy.
Oh, who would have thought? Dragon Ball Z gets crazy, or Dragon Ball.
Imagine that.
I keep calling it Dragon Ball Z, but
it's, let's be honest, that's what most people remember at this point. Like I think it would be very hard pressed to find, aside from like the very hardcore few people that specifically prefer Dragon Ball. I mean, Dragon Ball is very much its own kind of thing. You know, that is more of an adventure story with action. Z Forward is all just, it's fucking battle shit. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess the franchise is called Dragon Ball technically, because you have Dragon Ball Z and then even Kai. I guess not really a different thing. GT.
Yeah,
if you want to consider that. which I'm sure there's a lot of people that love GT. Which I remember there
Weirdly,
being some good stuff. I remember there being good stuff, but
GT had interesting moments. Like I liked the evil Shenron dragons; those were kind of neat.
I don't even remember those.
There's a point it's like the last arc of GT where all the Dragon Balls get corrupted from all the wishes being abused because the Dragon Balls weren't meant to be used constantly like they used them. So they basically go and just exude a dark evil energy, and there's all these evil Shenrons that get summoned from them.
I might not watch that. I might have quit before then. I've seen the ending of GT. That's about it.
Yeah.
Isn't the ending of GT an old pan, like watching Goku fly away or some shit? And Goku's like, "Hey!" Isn't he like waving to the camera or some shit, and then it ends? And I'm like, "What the fuck was that?"
Well, no, it's Goku.
That.
It's Goku Junior.
Okay.
So one of their descendants down the road, there ends up being a Goku Junior and a Vegeta Junior, and they're like the great grandchildren.
That's why I didn't get it.
And then there's like a 30-minute special that takes place after that ending, where Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. fight each other at the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that. What happened to Oob?
Oob fuses with Majin Buu and becomes Majin Oob, and then becomes irrelevant right after again.
Oh, okay. That's good. All right,
because basically what happens with him is it's during the Super 17 arc, and so a clone of 17 is made in hell by Dr. Gero and Dr. Wheelo, and then they fuse the two Android 17s together to make Super Android 17,
right.
And Oob fuses with Majin Buu to help fight him, and then basically just gets fucking whipped, and then he doesn't have any more relevance after, which was like, man, you remember how like the whole point to Z's ending was Oob is the reincarnation of Kid Buu, and Goku's finally got to train his first pupil, and he's gonna go ahead and be the next generation to save the world.
That's how Dragon Ball Z ended, with them about to do their first, and then like had the and then Goku did the training or whatever, like the narration. I'm like, that's how it ended. I was like,
which in continuity, we are now 3 years away from that happening.
Right, because it hasn't happened yet. Because he hasn't met Oob, right?
Yeah, Oob is around, and in Super, because Super takes place in over multiple years, because it's 10 years between the defeat of Kid Buu into the end of the series. But they've already forgotten their own continuity, which they do a lot in fucking Dragon Ball. But there's supposed to be a 5-year gap where Goku just disappears and no one knows where he is.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
2 years into that.
Like, Goku, where did he go? Wasn't that discussed in GT at one point? Or maybe I'm just confusing it with, because I remember there being like, we don't know where Goku is, but he's out there doing something or.
Yeah, it was in one of the last couple episodes of Z, because as they're preparing for that martial arts tournament, where Goku fights Oob, Goku reappears and Bulma chews him out for being gone for so long and just not telling anyone where he was.
Goku's like the worst dad. He might be one of the worst, like, people ever. It's like he saves the world and shit. That's cool, but like I think he just does it. I don't know. He says he does it for
pleasure.
People,
I don't think it's because he actually likes protecting the world. I think there's like a perverse pleasure.
Yeah. It has to be, because he always talks about like, I have to do this to save my friends and the ones I love and the people, the innocents. But I think he gets off on it. I think he just gets off on there being another evil to fight, and then he gets to fight him and then saves the world, and he that's like the climax for him.
I mean, that's why he's always giving the villains fucking sensu beans. Just like, oh, you're not at peak performance here. Energy. Before you murder my child, have a sensu bean.
Here,
I need you at peak performance.
If we give you some time and you train, will you get stronger? Cell did that, which I love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, granted, Vegeta was guilty of that as well. Oh, you need to absorb those androids to be even stronger? Yeah. Perfect. I want to prove I'm still better than you anyways. Go ahead, eat that android. I'll wait.
Yeah, I love that. I need to at least watch the Cell games portion of of the Cell arc. Like all the way from when he becomes Perfect Cell all the way to fucking the end of it.
Yeah, otherwise known as Gohan builds a body count.
Yes, he fucking kills a lot, which is good. I wish he built a bigger body count in this movie.
Well,
He didn't kill like anybody besides Cell again, I guess.
Yeah,
I do like that they did pretty much the Raditz again.
yes,
that
was like a phenomenal callback with that.
Yeah, that was great,
especially because of the fact that Gohan got to use a special beam cannon.
Yeah,
like that felt like such a great full circle moment.
Yeah, full circle. Yeah, because Gohan was there. I mean, he didn't do special beam cannon, but he did the headbutt and the fucked up Raditz to begin with. But yeah, that was a great moment. Him holding him down. I thought they were gonna kill Piccolo. I mean, not like a mad.
Yeah, I was waiting for that shot, but that's the unfortunate thing with like watching Super and these is we know there can't be those stakes because it's in between Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but
we know everyone shows up for the World Martial Arts Tournament, so no one can be dead regardless.
And it doesn't even matter anyway, because all these characters have died multiple times, and they go on the Snake Road, and then Kai, and then Wish, and then they're back. I wish they did. Going back to Yamcha, I wish they just killed him and just didn't completely forgot about him being dead and
fucking leave him in the afterlife.
Yeah, they just forgot he existed.
That's kind of what I was waiting for Piccolo to say something, because at the end we have like this big dramatic kind of thing because Gamma 2 dies, used up all of his energy, and they're having a final farewell. I was like half waiting for Piccolo to be like, okay, cool, now let me tell you, there's these things called Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
We can bring him back. Like, I was waiting for that moment. And it's like, oh, no, they're going to actually let the non-main character stay dead. Okay.
That's we gotta have some drama, like, oh no, he's definitely dead. They even show you how dead he is because he turns into ash and he flies away.
He spirits away, literally.
Yeah, bye-bye. Turns into that, he fucking Thanos'd himself. He's gone. So, well, yeah. So, Gamma was a cool character. I guess we should talk about some of the characters. Gamma 1 was, he was kind of like the stoic guy. But Gamma 2 was fun. Yeah,
Gamma 1, very serious, to the point kind of person.
There's a lot of... Gamma... I'm sorry, go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. So, he's very much, he was the Piccolo and Gamma 2 was the Saiyans. Like, that's very much how their relationship dynamic worked.
Yeah. I want to bring up that there was a lot of nice background gags in this, mainly with those two, like either bickering to somebody else or bickering to themselves. There's a few moments where, like, if you actually just pay attention, you can hear what they're saying, and it's just like little arguments and little like, yeah, come on, man, agree with me, or whatever. Like, I like that stuff. And those characters were fun. I almost wish Gamma 2 actually lived on because he was the more fun of the two, but I like Gamma 1. He's fine, I guess.
Yeah, and Gamma 2, it's also interesting because they do like this thing where when he fights Piccolo for the first time, we see all the like comic book style effects kind of happen from it. And initially it kind of lulls you into like a gag for it because like, oh, they're doing it because it's a fancy movie. But then even Piccolo's like, why the fuck am I seeing your special effects?
Yeah.
Like, why can I literally see your special effects? I can see
he saw his special effects in the words and shit. I was like, oh, whoa, that's a weird low. I almost want to say that might be an English translation. Like, I don't know, because they don't ever bring it up again. So
no, they do, because there's a scene where in the background, like, Magenta's talking about his evil plan, and in the background, if you watch Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 interacting, you can see Gamma 2 playing with the projection that causes those.
Oh, okay. All right. That's okay. So no, it's not then. Because again, watching some of the older ones, there's a couple times where like the translation, because I watched a couple of the movies with the English voiceovers and the subtitles, the Japanese subtitles, and they were completely not even the same thing, to the point where when a character's not on screen, the English characters are still speaking and there's no Japanese subtitles. So it's just like, yeah, the English translators are like, all right, well, there's nobody on screen. Let's just say a bunch of random shit. They're like, oh, that's gotta hurt. That's what Krillin would say. And then there's like nothing being actually said in the Japanese version.
Well, that's the wild part too, is like that's half of like our perception of Goku is the English dub, where they try to make him more heroic than he actually is. Because the Japanese is just straight up, no, he just wants to fight, bro. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And like, I'll never be able able to listen to the Japanese dub. Honestly, like
No.
I get she I forgot the actress's name, but she's voiced him since the beginning. I get
The
it.
beginning,
Yeah,
yeah.
even Dragon Ball, which makes sense having a female voice for a kid. We
Yeah.
do that. We do that in America.
Yeah.
But
It's the
I
Peter
just
Pan principle.
yeah, exactly. But I just don't see that as Goku, and it might be just because I watched fucking Sean. What's his name? Sean Schummel. Schummel is that his
Yeah.
name? However you pronounce his name. I've heard him and whoever else voiced it. I think Goku was also voiced by I forgot in the Ocean dub. I heard that
Yeah,
one
the
too.
Ocean Dub had someone different. I don't remember though.
Yeah, no, but Sean Schimmel is the one that is the most legendary, I guess, of the voice actors in America again.
Yeah.
But I hear that voice and I hear Goku. I don't hear Goku with the other, and I've heard that voice, but it's just me personally. I just don't hear Goku.
No, agreed. Because I watched through Super subbed because I wasn't gonna wait years to get caught up on
Right.
fucking Super when that was coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and it was so weird listening to everyone's Japanese voices. And I know it's a weird thing with the Japanese industry because I guess over there there's a certain level of reverence and respect where once someone is tethered to a character, they are always that
Always
character.
that character,
And
yeah.
it's very rare for them to change. That's why, like in Kingdom Hearts, they actually didn't give lines to Phil after a certain point because the original voice actor for Phil in Japan died, so they just stopped giving them lines.
Okay.
And there's like lots of things like that throughout, where usually they pretty much always bring in the same one, and so that's going to be one of those weird side things where I'm curious what'll happen because I think we've yet to have a major character's voice actor in Japan pass away, and I think Goku's voice actress is in her 80s,
Yeah,
90s,
she's pretty old.
something like that.
She's getting there. Yeah. Which I mean, yeah. I mean, we just had like in America, we just had the voice actor for Frieza for the last few movies, I think, pass away. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Who was also Rita Repulsa.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And what?
Oh wait, no. One of the older, because in one of the older dubs, the voice actor Frieza was.
Well, she's still alive. Well, she's still alive. She was just
Yeah,
in
she's still
Bugsnax.
alive.
She was in Bugsnax recently.
Oh yeah.
And she was.
But no, she was Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, she's Rita. I was about to say the guy, but I know.
No.
I mean, he's very talented. Then, congrats.
Looks damn good in that pointy bra.
Yeah, not that that's the same actress anyway. Like,
No,
it's just a voice. But you look good. Yeah. So not much. Well, what else do we have to say about this movie, though? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff we could talk about. It was just a really fun movie.
Plenty. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, if I really wanted to nitpick at it, there's certain elements that I feel they could have spent more time delving into.
Right.
Like, I really wish we got more out of Android 18 for this. Because, I mean, she had a whole history of her and her brother dealing with Cell.
They even referenced 17. I know he's still alive now, right? So
yeah, he's a park ranger with a family.
Yeah. It's a little weird that they at least like they referenced him and he's an android. You think, yeah. I guess the android aspect isn't really a big deal in the story, though. To be fair, like Hito's like I have androids, and then they're there. It's not like the whole story is about androids. I guess. So.
No,
but the beginning would make you think it would be because they kept bringing up fucking what's his name, Jiro?
Yeah, Dr. Jiro.
Jiro, and fucking of course everything that happened in the Cell games and stuff. But no, not really. Not really. Didn't really. Like honestly, these could have just been completely different androids come from a completely different character that had nothing to do with Jiro, and it would have been. It could have even been not the Red Ribbon Army. It was just a lot of references and like nostalgia, which is cool. Like I like that. And there's even times where they're like talking about certain things that happened. I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm happy, bro. You're just bringing up things. I'm like, yeah, I love that. I love the Cell games.
And that's what Dragon Ball has done really well, is a lot of those. But again, it rings hollow on certain things that I feel like they should really take time to kind of look at and dive into. And I get it. At the end of the day, Dragon Ball is not a deep melodrama where you're going to have a lot of character analysis or anything like that.
No.
But at the same time, I feel like it's a missed opportunity to not explore some of that a little bit more, because this is a franchise that's been going on for 40 some odd years. I mean, I think the mid to late 80s is when Dragon Ball started.
Yep.
So it's it feels like for as long as the series has gone on, it should also on some level grow up with its audience. And I feel like we have moments of that here and there, but it's still very much just now go for that teen demographic. They don't want that melodrama. They don't want to think about it too much. They just want to see the fights keep going.
Right.
And I feel like it's a disservice to its characters as well. Because again, unless it goes the route of actually rotating its cast, and that's truly what I feel like Dragon Ball, if it can, and it will continue on for years to come, that's really what it should do. I feel is honestly just start rotating the cast, start giving us actually new generations of characters. That way, it doesn't feel like we're just always in the same rut.
And that's what I appreciated this, because it's not the same character. I mean, it's not new characters, but it's focusing, making characters that have never really been main characters, giving them the spotlight. I mean, Gohan is the main character, but really Piccolo again is the main character.
Piccolo has always been like the he's always the
wingman. He's always like show up. He's like like when Vegeta wasn't around, he was the Vegeta. Like in the beginning movies, especially, like he's just like not really looking eye to eye with Goku, but he'd still help. And when he show up, people go, "Oh fuck, it's Piccolo," and then Piccolo would help them. And like, what the fuck's happening? You know, like why is he helping us? But
and that was also man, even that was also a really fun callback where the whole time they keep calling him King Piccolo.
King Piccolo,
like, can you fucking stop calling me that? And then there's a fight later on. It's like, oh, I'm back when I was Kami, and they're like, what the fuck do you mean when you were Kami?
Yeah.
What does that mean? He's like, God, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Watch the fucking show, you jackasses. But
like I would
never
love
brought up
to
Nell again. Whatever his name is. Remember that guy? Nell? Was this that? Nail. He was like, when the first time he got a superpower rush or whatever, it's like, yes, I could do this. I can win. The classic.
And that's something I think would be kind of fun for a non-Dragon Ball fan to go through this movie and have that same confusion of like, what do you mean you were all these prior kids? Who fucking even are you?
Yeah, I like that, bro. Like, I don't eat food. I drink water. Like,
I literally drink water. All right, well, give me more of those stuffed animals that you.
I don't like them. You keep buying them for me. I don't fucking. He must like them.
There's a fucking pile of them.
Yeah, it's like a pile. It looked like a shrine. I don't know. I think he likes them.
I also love the fucking cat phone, and he holds it so weirdly like daintily, where he's just like holding it. He's like, oh, what the hell's going on? Like it's the biggest like grandpa energy.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to use this piece of shit. Like, touches it like grandpa too. It's good stuff.
I was expecting like an anime equivalent of like a fucking jitterbug for Piccolo.
Right. But yeah, Piccolo's great. I think everything they do with him is great. I like him sneaking around and stuff, and like even when he's talking to some of the other like Red Ribbon Army guys, he's like, oh, it's just a stomach issue. Just like little things like that were really funny.
Yeah, and it helped to showcase that again. Piccolo is always the tactician of a group.
Yeah,
and so we got to actually see him almost kind of like have a quasi espionage kind of adventure and journey.
Hell yeah, I love it. I did find it funny that he was like being sneaky and stuff, and then right at the end he's just like, all right, he just flies away. I'm like, nobody saw him just fly away. It's like. Right.
Dude's sitting there suspiciously in the bushes, holding his phone, having a conversation.
Yeah.
Guy's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Good."
And then he flies away. Nobody saw him fly. Giant ass army base. Nobody saw it. Like, what the fuck? That definitely isn't Gamma 1 or 2. Who the fuck else can fly in this base? What the fuck? Anyway. That's funny. And I like they never found the body of the guy knocked out too. I'm assuming they never.
They just left him for dead.
Yeah, I guess he was dead. He must have been, because he left, went to do the Gohan thing, came back, and that guy still wasn't around. Like,
yeah, that's like, hey, he's probably dead then.
He's still, yeah. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are dead. The entire army was gone at that point. Like Magenta's dead. Yeah, I don't think Red Ribbon Army's coming back this time. But who knows?
No. Oh, and we didn't actually even talk about Gohan's new form, because Gohan got a new form in this.
Yes, he did. That's why I was gonna bring it up. Because all right, he's seeing all of his friends die from Cell Max, Prison Max, or so Cell Max sounds like a fucking stupid ass like channel, like a show channel, you know, like HBO Cell Max. Yeah. But
or like some Duracell branding, like it's the Cell Max technology.
Cell Max. or it's like a soda. Anyway, so all right, so everybody's dying. Piccolo just got his ass beat. Krillin's dead, unsurprisingly. 18 got her ass beat. Goten and Trunks fuse into, and then but they fuck it up. I love that call. God. That was a great callback because I remember that always in the fucking Boo saga happening.
It's such a man, to talk about that real quick. It's such a bittersweet thing because that's all I think a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans have wanted is teen Gotenks.
Right.
To see them finally grown up and fuse and see how that would look.
Yeah.
And because they finally grow up in this.
Yeah.
Even through Super, they were still children's size, despite being all basically teenagers. Right. And they have a callback to it where they show up and Piccolo's like, the fuck? What?
Yeah.
I haven't been gone that long. What the fuck's going on? The guy's like, don't worry, growth spurt. That happens.
Yeah, growth spurt.
You remember Dad Piccolo?
Yeah.
Just growth spurts that just happen.
Yeah.
Because again, they forget their own lore occasionally.
It's fine.
Which is why Goten and Trunks didn't have tails, because they forgot they were supposed to have them.
Yeah. Oh, one of the movies I watched, my friend kept talking about, like, wait, hold on. This is after a certain point where Gohan shouldn't have a fucking tail, and he had a tail the entire movie. To the point where they actually made a part of the story where, like, the villains are, like, using him to swing him around like nunchucks and shit. Like, all right. He shouldn't have a fucking tail. Why does he have a tail? Like, I don't know, bro. You would know better than I would.
Oh man, but yeah, so we finally get to see them try to do the fusion dance again, and I get it. They allude to it. Oh, they haven't really fucking practiced it in so long, because why would they need to?
Yeah.
Even though I guarantee Vegeta beats training into Trunks perpetually at all times, anyways.
Yeah.
But
and to be fair, we just saw it too. So like, even though this is cool to see, we get the fusion dance. We just saw in Broly. We got to see them do it too. We got to see our boy Goku and Vegeta do it.
But they fuck it up, and so they get into their fat fusion state.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I guess we're winging this for right now.
I love they stay in that state the entire time. To the point where the first attack was like them getting their asses like ping-ponged around by everybody else.
Yeah.
Which was great. Great.
Man. Again, fantastic slapstick comedy out of it.
It's legitimately funny. It's good to laugh again.
Yeah.
It's good to laugh again.
It's Marvel writers. Seriously, go look
I didn't
at
want
how...
to bring it up.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'll fucking piss off the Marvel fans this time.
Fine.
Fuck it. I don't give a shit. If you want to learn how to add, a bit of levity into a scene while still keeping the tension of it, fucking watch a Dragon Ball fight.
Yeah.
There you go. Problem solved.
Or you know what? There's a lot of other ways. You can watch, even watch like the newest Top Gun that came out. Knows how to add a little bit of levity when there's, oh no, is Maverick dead? No one goes like, I don't know, fart or whatever. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know, a piss joke. I don't know. Oh no, boner joke. Ralph Boner.
Oh no, he's a virgin.
Oh, he's a virgin. Get it? Captain Fuck. And then Hulk says he did. I'm like, how the fuck do you know, Hulk? You weren't around in the fucking 40s. How do you know he fucked? Did you watch the new the She-Hulk episode? Yeah. How the fuck does he know he fucked? And how the fuck would she even assume he didn't? Like, literally fucking... The first thing he did was do the show thing as Captain America, right? With a bunch of ladies around him. None of them wanted to fuck him. Are you really... Chris Evans, muscly as fuck. Not a single one of them was like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's the other thing is I don't know why that needed to be a running joke, and I love the people in your comment section that were weirdly defending it. Like, oh, you're just mad. You're just mad because of what it says about you.
What?
Like, what the fuck? It's a show. Calm down.
No. If he was like if he looked like me, then you'd have a point. But Chris Evans looks like Chris Evans, and 10 years ago, Chris Evans too. So he was like fucking in his like late 20s. So I'm like, I don't even understand the comparison at all.
Again, also the weirdest thing of like, why are you randomly just like, oh yeah, you're driving. You know what's a great driving conversation topic? Hey, let me ask my cousin. Yo, do you know if fucking Captain America fucked?
Yeah.
Like,
who gives a shit?
Why is that a random thought going through someone's mind?
I said it in my reaction too. That's like if I don't know. Well, all right. I think I said this. That's like if you're like, all right, you're thinking of somebody that is considered an American hero, right? Like in real life. I brought up Chris Kyle. Probably not the best one to bring up, but whatever. Some people think he's an American hero. However you think about it, just think of an American hero, and then you're thinking like, yeah, but like I know he's like an American hero. Martin Luther King, yeah, Martin Luther King's cool, but I bet he didn't fuck anybody. Did he fuck? Did he fuck? That's my. How about somebody like say like, oh, all right, this guy just went in and saved like 10 kids from a burning building. That's cool, but did he have sex? That's what I want to know.
Did he get that penis wet?
Yeah, like imagine someone died doing something to save. I mean, to be fair, Cap didn't die, but people think he's dead. Someone died protecting people, and then immediately right after that, people were like, "Yeah, but a wacky joke about that guy, right?" Like,
and here's the thing.
That's the thing.
You would never see the joke be reversed around.
No.
Like no one would be like, "Yeah, but did Black Widow fuck?"
Exactly. Of course she fucked. Come on now. Come on. I'm just saying,
she got that gamma dick.
Yeah, no, I'm saying because she was like a Russian spy. They had to fuck. Yeah. Sadly.
That day.
Rest in peace to virginity.
But yeah, so Gohan's to transformation.
Anyway, Gohan turns into he has like this. All right, I'm gonna say this. I get it. The hair. You got to do something new with the hair. They didn't really try with this one. This is literally. This is literally all right. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get. I thought he was just gonna go like fucking. I was hoping they make him go like Super Saiyan 3 or something. That was
like that's what I was expecting. A state Well, I mean, it wasn't quite as wild as 3, but
yeah, I would love that with the big ass brow and the fucking like.
Well, no, they have no eyebrows in Saiyan 3.
Yeah, do they or do they have like white eyebrows? I thought
they have no eyebrows in Saiyan 3.
Yeah, I know. All right, so they have the big brow. Okay, but it doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's what you're saying. Like just Neanderthal brow.
Yeah, the Neanderthal like caveman brow, like straight out primal. Like so. Yeah, I wish he went there, but no. Instead, he goes like I don't know. It's called Beast Gohan, right? Is that
yeah,
sure.
Because Gohan's always been a character that has got power from anger and rage.
Yeah, of course. So of course, the classic Cell moment, which happens again here, kind of, except. It's a little different. This Cell doesn't crush Piccolo's head, so it's
no.
Different. But
nor Android 16s and everyone else that was,
yeah,
he deared.
Yeah, but so yeah, he gets angry and then he goes Beast Gohan, which makes his hair does it turn gray?
It turns gray, and it just like. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the parody of Super Saiyan in Codename Kid Next Door when number 4 is fighting the family, the children there, and they're like the big Frieza head.
I vaguely remember that.
Oh fuck! Let me find.
I vaguely remember a big I vaguely remember that. I never really liked Codename Kids Next Door. Actually, I do want. I want to bring that up a little bit. I thought it was all right. One thing I found funny. I didn't watch the English dub for JoJo. But JoJo Part 2, Battle Tendency. I don't know if you've ever watched JoJo. Have you?
I tried to get into it and I couldn't.
Okay. Well,
I feel like I know all the memes. I really dig a lot of the aesthetic of the series.
Yeah.
But actually watching it as a series, I can't get into it.
Did you only watch Part 1? Because Part 1 is definitely the weaker of the first two.
I watched
Part 2
is
so much better. 2 is so good.
Yeah, I watched Part 1 and I watched a bit of Stone Ocean.
Oh, okay. Well, Part 2 I think is great. So, all right. But anyway, the reason why I brought that up, I watched it in Japanese, so I didn't know this, but I watched a little bit of it in English just on YouTube. I just watched a couple scenes because I wanted to hear what it sounded like. And it's fine, but they give JoJo a British accent, which is a little weird considering he grew up in New York, but whatever. And the JoJo in Part 2.
Yeah.
And he's voiced by number 1 and to the point where he talks, he has a British accent, but and number 1 had a little bit of British accent too. He was going with, but there's times where it sounds just like him. I'm like, this is weird. I can't. Like, I didn't watch that much Codename Kids Next Door, but it was weird. Well, number 1 was the bald one, right? That was the leader guy. Okay, make sure. With the shades. All right, it is straight up the voice actor for him. I was like, what the fuck? I forgot the voice actor.
That's fucking weird.
Anyway.
And I just sent you the picture there. It's in the Discord chat.
Let me see. Yeah, I do remember this.
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty much what it looks
like that, just gray.
yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what it looks like. Just one giant piece of hair coming down though, right here, like really big. But it's like giant hair, and one big one coming down here. It's ridiculous, obviously. I mean, that's not.
Well, it's
that's,
so
I'm
dumb.
Like, he looks really dumb, and he doesn't move. Did you notice that he doesn't move once? He stays in the same place. And all he does is do the fucking special beam cannon. And that's all he did.
Yeah, because fucking Cell Max goes and swings, and he's like, "Oh, that's all you got?" And we're like, "Oh shit, we're gonna get a fucking beat down now."
No.
And Piccolo's like, "No, we're going back to the plan." And then finally remembers he has extendo arms and wraps them all around Cell Max.
He also remembers he could regenerate his limbs. He was like leaving one arm cut off for like fucking 3 minutes. I'm like,
you can help yourself here. It does take it a bit of time. It's not instantaneous.
Okay, yeah. I watched
that was the whole.
Okay. I forgot what movie it was. I want to say it was the one where I think it might have been Lord Slug, where he loses a limb and then like someone tells him like, "Hey, you gonna fix that?" He's like, "Oh yeah," and he just like grows back. He's like, he forgot about his missing arm.
Well, that's because that's also a recurring thing throughout the whole series. Is like even when Deborah had like the spit that could turn people to stone, they actually knock over his body, he ends up repairing himself because like this, fucking as long as my head doesn't get destroyed, I can just do whatever. It takes me a while.
Well, it's like, isn't that the same thing as Cell? Kind of like, well, no, not head. I guess you have to. If there's one piece of them, there's always a nucleus somewhere. As long as there's a nucleus.
Boo.
Oh, is that Boo? Okay, shit. Whatever.
Yeah, Boo is as long as it's like the Wolverine principle. As long as there's something that exists of him.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. All right, it's a Wolverine. I don't know if that's 100% the case of Wolverine. Like,
well, I mean,
piece of his foreskin. I don't think Wolverine's gonna make it. I don't know what to say.
Well, it does for Deadpool, but
yeah, Deadpool. That makes
actually no, because Wolverine got an actual fucking nuke dropped on him at one point, and there was like literally like a cell of him left. And that regenerated his whole body at one point.
All right. Well, then what's the fuck? Did you see Logan?
Yeah. Well, that's because his healing factor's gone.
Well, no, it wasn't all the way gone. You don't know that. Kind of a shitty
healing
healing
all the
factor.
Corn syrup.
Yeah. The fuck? He still had some healing factor, right? I thought he did.
He was a little bit, but it's not enough to stop it.
Whatever. A fucking tree branch killed him, pussy.
Wolverine, what a bitch.
What a bitch. He's a little bitch. God damn. I hope whoever the MCU picks for him is going to be really good. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, Bieber or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope it's Bieber. Get Justin Bieber. What's he doing? Is he still alive? I don't even know.
I don't know. Probably cocaine and getting arrested in other countries again.
What is he doing? Cocaine. All right. Well. Anyway, so Dragon Ball Superhero had a lot of really fun moments. Some funny dialogue, some great. I thought great animation. It was just a fun time, and it really made me want to go back and rewatch from the Saiyan saga, at least the show. So I do want to watch Super eventually. I will get to it. In Super, did they continue from where Broly left off?
No, Broly was after Super.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So basically, after the Tournament of the Power, which is the last arc in Super, there's like a few month gap, and then Broly.
Did the manga continue where Broly left off, or is it just like a show? Or is it like one of those movies where they don't?
Yeah, the manga's been ongoing for a while.
Yeah, I know, but is Broly a part of that manga?
I actually don't think so. No, I don't think Broly is in it.
So it's like a cooler situation and like all these other fucking movies where they introduce characters and they have nothing to do with the manga at all.
Yeah, because from what I remember of the manga, because I skimmed the spoilers for it, I don't get big into the manga, but I think after the Tournament of Power in the manga, it goes right into the next major villain, which is Granola. No, Morrow. That's right, Sorcerer Morrow, and then Granola.
Fuck out of here. God damn. You got Beerus, Whis, Granola, fucking hell. Cheeseburger, or whatever her name is, the green girl. What's the little dishwasher guy's name?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. He was in
former Frieza Force guy.
I really I really like Broly. I need to watch that one again. I really enjoyed that one.
That was a good one. That was the perfect balance of kind of giving you a little bit of everything you wanted out of Dragon Ball while still keeping it clear and concise.
Yeah.
Frieza got to, get the shit beat out of him a little bit more, which is always good to see.
I love Resurrection F, where like the whole movie was building up to like, yeah, he's gonna turn golden Frieza, and then he did, and it was like he was fighting him back for about half a second, then he got his ass beat again. I was like, the whole movie was built up to him going gold Frieza or whatever the actual
gets golden Frieza,
and then he fights him back for like a minute, and then gets his ass beat again.
What I find, I still won't forgive them. Vegeta finally got to go ahead, have his vengeance, avenge the people of Planet Vegeta, everyone, and then Frieza's like, ah, fuck, I'll blow up the Earth. So then White's like, we'll just rewind time and we'll let Goku fight him instead, and then that won't happen. You take away my man's revenge like that.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll get over
it. It's true, it's fine, because we got that end credit sequence.
He finally did it. Our boy Vegeta. Even though I think, didn't Vegeta win? Like, someone mentioned this to me. Didn't he win at one point during, like, the... when he was, like... When he was possessed by,
When he had the Majin abilities.
Yeah. He technically won there, but that's not exactly...
He technically won, but they even outright say Goku let him win because he was saving his energy to fight Buu.
I forgot someone told me that. But technically not really when he let him win and all. He didn't want to hurt Vegeta, I assume. That's why it's been too long.
He knew that he was going to spend too much energy fighting Vegeta than just letting Vegeta have the W.
That's when he had the M on his
Majin
forehead. Yeah. I remember. It's been a long time. But so our boy, they're slowly punching each other because the after credit scene is right after they're like hours and hours of sparring, and they're tired, and then one punch Vegeta hits him, and then Goku falls down, and Vegeta's like, I fucking won.
He fucking did it. My crowd actually, my audience actually popped off for it.
Yeah, there was only like 8 people in my theater at that point, so it was a good moment.
That's a fantastic moment if you're a Vegeta fan.
Yeah, and it's designated to the after credit scene.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
I'm glad I'm now in the habit of Googling, like, does it have an end credit sequence? Because I would never fucking expect a Dragon Ball film to have one.
Right. Yeah. Well, I want to say Broly had one, didn't it?
I don't think it did it?
I don't know, maybe it didn't. But it seems like the kind of one that would have one. Super Broly. I'm looking up right now. Broly. Did it have a post-credit scene? No.
Gary Busey charged for 2 counts of sexual assault in New Jersey.
Well, anyway, there you go. That is that's the review. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, no, I saw that. Gary Busey, Ginger Dead Man? No way. Anyway, that's it. Predator 2? Anyway. Oh no, Sexual Predator 2. Anyway, there you go. Anyway, that's it. We really enjoyed the movie. The ending was great.
Yeah.
Good fight at the end. Some solid animation, I thought. If this is how where they're going to continue, as long as we still get more Dragon Ball stuff, I guess it's okay.
I would actually, especially if it's in this style, I would almost prefer, instead of doing like the big longer series like they tend to do, just give us kind of like what Demon Slayer's doing. Just give us like arcs. Hey, we're gonna do this one storyline arc. Yeah, and we'll take a break after that, and we'll go back and do some more.
Yeah,
I'd be perfectly happy with that. 100%.
I was perfect for Demon Slayer. That was like, all right, we're done, and then we don't have to. Because I really like that about Demon Slayer is that we didn't have to like do the build up to the next one. Like we'll take a break. We're done. Let you reflect on that arc, however you liked it. It was great, I thought. And then we wait.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it was probably my favorite arc. And Mugen Train was so good.
Mugen Train was fucking fantastic.
I thought that the entertainment district arc.
The entertainment district. Yeah,
was so good. Like, I will say, Mugen Train probably had a better build up, though. I will say, like because it had, if you count them as episodes, it's like what, maybe 6 episodes, 7 episodes. But the build up was a little bit better because of all the dream sequences and stuff, and the kind of flashback stuff they do there.
I also feel like it was a stronger experience because when Goku was a stronger personal connection.
Right.
I can't remember the Sound Hashira's.
Tengen.
Yeah, Tengen. You know, he was a character that was harder to like. So it was a little bit less like, oh, again, fucking, you have everyone freaking out. Like, you have multiple wives. You have a really cool style. You're fucking powerful as hell. Why are you such a raging jackass to us all? So it's a little bit harder to get endearing to him, but they manage it.
They do. I liked him. I was cool with him. But yeah, no, all the stuff towards the end is fucking awesome. Like, it was like,
those fights,
really good.
That right there is a phenomenal example of how you do a multi-man brawl. 100%. The interaction between all the different participants. So excited what they do next.
Anime's pretty cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like anime. Wait, the next one has the big booby one and the fucking and then the little kid one.
Yeah, the one that just doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, and then the girl who's just there so people could go, oh, you know, that one.
Yeah.
Oh my
I can't
god.
remember her name, but she's the Love Hashira.
Yeah, the Love Hashira. There you go. How come like it should have the Love Hashira should have been like some fat dude? See, that would have changed it up. See, it's like, but then everybody think, oh, that's weird. That's a little offensive. Fat people can't have love.
Austin Powers reference.
Yeah, fat bastard. Hell yeah, everybody want to fuck fat bastard.
I'm fucking sexy.
Yeah, I'm fucking sexy. He's just doing his Shrek fucking voice. And then when he got in Gold, remember when he got the lipo, he had this big ass flap. Gold member's not.
I got the biggest, flappiest vaginas in my stomach.
Hell yeah. Anyway, now we're talking about Austin Powers. So that's a good way to end it. Gary Busey and Austin Powers to wrap it all up.
Flappy stomach vaginas.
Yeah, flappy stomach vaginas. There you go. Go watch the Dragon Ball Legend short that's out too.
Hell yeah.
You watch that, right?
No, not yet.
It's only like 8 minutes. Come on, man.
I'll have to go take a look into it.
Yeah. Have you not heard of it? It's so good.
No, I actually genuinely haven't.
The Dragon Ball Legend fan film. Watch it. It's really fucking good. So
the fan film thing.
Yeah.
Where Broly shows up and Vegeta.
Yeah. It's called Legend.
Yes, I have seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, watch it again.
Hell yeah.
And I hope, I guess it's more Toei that doesn't like when Dragon Ball. Is it Toei?
Yeah.
Who's it? Yeah, but no, who's the one that really doesn't like when you do anything Dragon, like Dragon Ball, the dub,
Toei with the Team 4 Star there.
Yeah, Team 4 Star.
Toei was on their ass about that.
Oh, was it Toei? Okay.
For some reason I was thinking it was like Toei also went after people just doing manga reviews on the fucking YouTube there.
I heard about that too. That's ridiculous. So hopefully they don't get hit for that. I mean, it's all their stuff, but maybe it's because they use characters. I don't know. But I don't know. Hopefully it's fine.
They use manga panels occasionally, which I think, to be fair, I think that's toting a certain line.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that they don't have the same kind of fair use laws over there.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Well, it's still up now. Hopefully it'll be fine. If Toei takes that down, they can go fuck themselves. So, if anything, they should be hiring them to do some fucking cool ass Dragon Ball Z shit in the future. So
100%. I feel Japanese companies are very behind the wheel on actually using the fan base to properly market their materials.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Nintendo, case in point. Literally the biggest, most beloved company, despite the fact that they shit on their fans more than just about anyone.
Yeah. Oh, you won't make a Metroid game? We'll do it ourselves. No, sorry. Fuck you.
Oh, and by the way, now we're using that as the basis to make our own next Metroid remake.
Ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch?
Oh, what? You want to stream our games online? Fuck you. We're going to demonetize you. A year later, okay, now we have a partner program where if you are one of our streamers we're okay with.
Ambassadors, I think it was called. The ambassador program?
Ambassador.
Fuck you. You can suck my asseter. I don't know why we're talking about Nintendo now, but all right.
Yeah. Fuck Nintendo.
Go shout outs to Piccolo.
Go shout until you turn Super Saiyan. Don't stop.
And go and pull out your Piccolo and
hell yeah.
And give it a good old tug for freedom. So there you go.
Adopt all your friends' children and be the one to raise them because they're not going to.
And remember that Dragon Ball Z started off as a kind of a tale about like the Sun Wukong thing, which is
the journey to the west,
which is a Chinese tale. So
yeah,
that's weird. I thought they hated each other. Anyway, that's
and
it.
remember that Goku had a tail.
Yeah, and he gets tail too.
Hell yeah, Goku fucked.
Yeah,
you never
Goku
had to
fucked.
wonder
He's
if
not
Goku
virgin.
fucked.
Yeah,
he didn't kiss. He didn't know what a kiss was, but he fucking fucked.
Oh, he definitely fucked. He knew what that was. How do you think Goten exists? And the other one.
That is actually a joke in Super. I recommend looking at the clip for it of Goku figuring out what kissing is.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Anyway, he figures it out. What? Kissing? I thought we fuck. That's it. He says that.
Yeah. Goku has no concept of foreplay. He just goes in raw. Fuck it.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, he Kaioken times 10's that pussy.
Literally monkey pounds her into the ground.
He only needs to go times 5, but he goes times 10 on that ass. Oh, goddamn, man. Anyway, that's it. Say goodbye. Well, actually, no. Fuck that. What would you give it score?
Oh, I guess if I had to give it out of 10, I'd probably give it a solid 8.
It'd be 8.5. There you go.
Hell yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Fuck you. Bye.